Okay, everybody, we are going to head over to the Wicked Viking once again for his Ghost of Tsushima Act 1 NG Plus run. Going to get started right away as soon as you get over there, so yeah, this is going to be fun, this is going to be exciting. Another run by the Wicked Viking. Just to double check, we haven't had any new donations in at the interval. So if you do want to donate, guys, please do so by going to the link in the panel. If you click on the EveryoneCan logo in the panel, that will take you over to the donation page for InstaSpeedathon 2021. We have now donated a total of £27. Our goal by the end of the weekend is to reach 500. If we can get there, that would be absolutely fantastic. Because it all goes to a fantastic cause. Everyone Can, a fantastic charity. They do help disabled kids get into gaming using custom gaming peripherals and stuff like that. And they also have a wicked fantastic gaming center in Manchester. Unfortunately, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, it has been closed for the time being, and hopefully they can reopen once the pandemic is over, because they do so much. So, oh Jesus, ignore that. It's late. We'll wait for that to just cancel out before we start. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, I feel like they did that deliberately. Because it's 20 minutes late. Oh dear. Anyway, that's... If they had just waited, I would have been muted, but it's fine, never mind. Anyway, we're gonna go over to the Ghost of Tsushima run by Viking. Run by Viking. Give me 2 seconds to start and we'll get it up. Yeah. Okay, you're safe to start, and give me a countdown, and whenever you're ready to start, we'll begin.
Absolutely wonderful. Hello, everybody. Skull. I am the Wicked Viking. Thank you so much for being here for this marathon. Thank you for watching me. We have another run. For those of you that weren't here for the first run, variety streamer. I play a lot of games. This one looks a lot prettier, if I can do say so myself. This is Ghost of Tsushima, New Game Plus, Act 1 on the PS5. Backwards compatible PS4 game. We are good. Time starts as soon as I select my horse's name. So time will be in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so here we go with Ghost of Tsushima. This one's going to be a little bit more fast-paced, a little bit more heavy action, a lot more awesome, amazing music. I like the music in the last one. I'm friends with the composer of the last one, so I don't want to say the music was bad by any means. It was great music too, but this one, oh, it touches you. It makes you feel. This game has so many feels. You guys are just going to get a little tiny sample of this game, unfortunately. This is Act 1. There's 3 acts. Act 1 is about, I'd say, half of the runtime at 1 hour and 20. A New Game Plus clocks in right around 3:20. So for the last 2 chapters, you only get 2 hours. So beautiful music intro coming in. Everything looks amazing. You got this wind guiding you where to go, and we say, no, we don't want to go that way. We're going to go this way. So with Act 1, well, with New Game Plus, you actually get to skip the prologue. The prologue is about a 45-minute thing full of cutscenes and craziness, and you figure out what's going on. This is the Mongol invasion of Tsushima, Japan. Actual event that took place, inspired by, as I run into a tree. Was there a clan Sakai? I don't know. It's possible, but not that I'm aware of.
You found me.
So, in the prologue, you find this. You go to battle. There's 80 samurai. That is accurate. That is awesome. That's wonderful. 80 samurai against the invading Mongol horde. On the shores, you get knocked out, basically. You get destroyed. All the people get destroyed and killed. Somehow you manage to survive. And this woman that's following us right now, her name is Yuna. She actually rescues you from the battlefield. During the prologue, she tries to basically tell you that there's ways to fight that are not honorable samurai. basically sneaky. Samurais are supposed to have, you know, this code of honor and everything that tells you they are noble, wonderful warriors. She's a thief. She's not a noble warrior. So the first act of this game and the first mission is Jin, who is your main character, Jin Sakai, coming to terms with the idea of being a sneaky killer. There's several cutscenes that you don't see that we're going to skip, that basically your uncle, again, raised by uncle, is trying to tell you that, you know, samurai fight with honor, they look their enemies in the face, all that good stuff. You'll see those in a little bit. So your father was the lord of Clan Sakai. He died in a bandit raid when you were just a teen, when Jin was just a teen. Jin became the leader of Clan Sakai. Well, his uncle was Lord Shimura. Lord Shimura is the main lord of the island of Tsushima. So Lord Shimura takes you under his wing and basically trains you how to be a samurai. And so that is your training, that is your life, and then the Mongols invade and you basically throw that all out the window. So you're going to see the introduction of an ancient Japanese art here in a little bit, but first we're gonna learn the way of the sneaky murder. The sneaky murder is it's just what it is. You got to be sneaky murder to get past these Mongols. There's so many of them, you cannot face them head on. One versus an army, not likely it's going to happen. So you do a quick little jump there so you can walk up to that guy faster, stab him in the neck. Cutscene time. So there's a cutscene for killing him, and then there is a cutscene for here. This is back right after you have been basically adopted by Lord Shimura, and he takes you out hunting.
But the fighting in Yarikawa drove some this way.
So you're hunting a bear. During the hunt, you'll see what happens, and this kind of sets the groundwork for your future. Now, you're supposed to follow this beautiful S-curve around and do all this stuff, but we know where we're going, so we kind of cut the curve out.
Look, Uncle, there's a gash in his side.
So here's the bear that Lord Shimura shot. It's got a cut on it. It's from this sneaky man. Sneaky man tries to sneak up on Lord Shimura and assassinate him, but he's very bad at his job because he runs, makes a lot of noise, and goes "Hey!" right before he does it. So Lord Shimura actually takes his arm off, and Jin Sakai kills him. So this is the ancient Japanese art of tumbleweed samurai. Like a lot of these types of games, if you're rolling, you can't be seen.
We need to go. We'll talk when it's
And so, as long as you start in a stealth position and start a roll, you're not going to be seen. So you're going to see a lot of stealth positions that you're not supposed to be able to get past.
Lord Shimura's been captured.
Where we're going to just roll past him, because it's significantly faster than trying to do the actual sneaky strategy. If you can stay in front of that guy as long as you can, he'll push you along a little bit, which is helpful. The reason why Yuna saved you is because her brother Taka has been captured. Yuna, brother Taka, is a blacksmith, and she thought he got captured and taken here. When we come here and we free this guy, he is a straw hat samurai, and he tells you that her brother isn't here. They moved a lot of people to Azamo Bay. Azamo Bay is just another part of the game that we're going to get to here in a little bit. So that's basically your first introductory of the sneaking and you know, stealthy killing and stuff like that. So now that we've done that, you're basically free to do whatever you want from the beginning of the game. There's a few things that you have to do to open up other chapters. Much like a lot of open world games, you have to progress certain amounts before you can actually get to the next area in the game. This game's no different. You've got to finish everything to build up to the end of Chapter 1 before you can cross that threshold to get there. So now what we've got to do is we've got to rescue Lord Shimura. What you don't see in the prologue is that you tried to rescue Lord Shimura the samurai way, the noble way. You basically rode straight up to the fort that they were at and said, I'm here for my uncle. And you get your booty kicked, you get thrown off a really high bridge, and you lose. So now you got to do sneaky. You got to recruit people to join you, and this is what we're doing. So what I just did there was I tagged that survivor camp. Tagging that survivor camp sets us up for a fast travel later. It also used to be used to do purchasing. There's quite a few shopping trips that you do in this game. Well, just one, or you used to. I have rerouted it to completely cut that out. No more shopping trips. So now we are going to finally change our gear. We're going to switch over to the Ghost Armor. Why the Ghost Armor? Because the Ghost Armor is OP as Hex. It has what's called a Terrify stat. And then we have equipped a bunch of charms to it that makes it more terrifying. It makes the Terrify effect work better. So you're going to see me running around in this armor. And I changed it specifically to white just because I think it looks better. If we had time, this was basically a last-minute addition because unfortunately somebody was unable to make it. So we didn't have time to set up incentives. I would have set up for like doing a, what outfit would he wear? And we didn't have time for that, unfortunately. So we're just going to attack these guys. So now when we kill these guys, we want to pick up all their gear, everything off the ground. This guy that's following us now, this is Sensei Ishikawa. He is a samurai archer. And basically, we go to recruit him because he was our sensei. He was somebody that helped us training growing up. And so we know that he would be a good person to help rescue our uncle. So you're supposed to stay with him as he explores and finds these footprints. You don't have to do that. As long as you go up to the Mongols, it triggers the next event. So you go to the Mongols, you kill the Mongols, and he catches up to you. After you kill everybody, he shows up and he's like, oh, hey, there's more footprints here.
Not much.
So you go to this camp, and at this camp, you find that there is his student. That's what you're working to get, is find his student. His student was attacked. So you believe that she's been taken to Fort Nakayama, and that's where we are going. Fort Nakayama is close by. It's right over here. We're going to take a slight little cut through there. So the pathing in this game for NPCs is kind of weird. They get stuck on corners. So if you get too far ahead of them, then they'll get stuck on a corner. So it's not good. So Sensei Ishikawa gives us a bow and he says, try it out before we go and start using it. Now, even though I know where I'm supposed to shoot and how to shoot it, you have to wait until the icon shows up above it before you can do anything.
Made for me. It wasn't. So take good care of it. Let's go.
A bow like this would have helped at Komoda.
It is a good bow. But victory is won by warriors, not weapons.
You haven't seen the Mongols fire weapons.
They have not yet won. Fort Nakayama.
I hope your student is inside.
So we're going to go up the fort here, and we are going to basically view everything that we can from up top. We want to see these people doing their bad things from here. So this is something that I always found quite amusing about the game. So the idea that you're supposed to be this noble samurai, this person that doesn't fire from the shadows or attack from the shadows, yet when you meet Sensei Ishikawa, who in our speedrun is the second one that you meet, he's all about like ambushing the enemy and everything. So what he does, he has you view different things, and this is kind of your tutorial for red barrels explode, classic video game logic. Hanging lights can start fires. Bees can sting the enemies and cause confusion and pain. So it's quite a good thing. So what you're supposed to do now is you're waiting for them to come out, and you're collecting up arrows. So that's what we've done. We've collected arrows, and I'm setting myself up for the next port. Okay. we are going to shoot them with the half bow. We're going to wait until they get to a certain spot. So right about when that commander starts walking past the hanging lantern, we're going to shoot the hanging lantern. We're going to shoot the explosives, and we're going to shoot the bees. Then these guys are going to come out. We're going to shoot the hanging lamp there, and that's going to basically eliminate this entire outside fight. Once you get closer, you get attacked by please do that, thank you. You get attacked by the people inside, who are other archers, the commander, stuff like that. And you really want to use these explosive barrels to your advantage because, as I said, we have fear in this game, terror. And the more enemies you kill with fire, the more terrified the enemies get. So if we have anybody that decides they want to live, well, they get a flaming arrow to their face. Because that'll cause fear for everybody. We have somebody that survived. Where's he at? There he is. Okay, so once you clear this area out, then Sensei Ishikawa starts coming this way to you. And we don't have time for that. So we do a reset from checkpoint. Sensei Ishikawa just basically magically shows up. On a PS4 Pro and a PS5, it's definitely significantly faster to do this. There's quite a few places where we do a reload from checkpoint. And this is one of them. So you find a bunch of slain prisoners, and now you're going to look around for your student Tomoe.
Someone's personal quarters.
A woman's kimono.
Tomoe's kimono.
The Mongols freed her. Why?
So as you're searching around for Tomoe and all her aliveness, you start seeing signs that Tomoe may not be the best. She's got her own personal quarters. She's writing items down in Japanese and Chinese and Mongolian, translating archery stuff for them. She's basically becoming not a good person.
Japanese.
They're Tomoe's arrows.
You are sure?
I taught her to make the knock with deer horn. And that curve of the eagle feathers.
So the Mongols took her weapons.
The shots are tightly clustered. No Mongol shoots Japanese arrows with such skill.
Huh.
So you're discovering that she's allowing her to basically be freed. And then you come over here and you talk to this poor guy who's dying. Poor fella.
Help! Please! It's so cold. We're looking for a woman.
And he basically tells you that there was a woman archer that was in the group. Unfortunately, she became a traitor, and she started showing how good she was at archery by killing all the prisoners. So, we are pushing along Sensei Ishikawa.
What happened?
I rerouted this. We no longer do shopping, and since we don't do shopping, we don't have to run around and collect all the goodies around here. So basically, you just push Sensei Ishikawa to the gate. It gets him there much faster, much better.
I will prepare to hunt Tomoe.
So you've recruited Sensei Ishikawa. You've helped him with his first little bit of work, and he's like, "All right, I'll help you, but I've got to find Tomoe first." So that had kind of a bad fight because we had somebody that lived on the left side when we did the attack. Usually the explosions and everything can kill everybody on the left side. Unfortunately, that guy survived. So we jump on our horse real quick, and then we fast travel to that survivor camp that we tagged earlier. And now we used to go shopping here, but instead now we just take off running, or at least I do. Nobody else has put into this route. This saves like 2-3 minutes by not having to do shopping because, one, you don't have to run around and pick up all the stuff. And two, it saves you from actually doing the shopping where you have to talk to the merchant and sell. I think it saves quite a bit of time. Potentially it could save up to like a minute or two. Maybe even 3 if your shopping is not too great. So this is a long ride. little bit more backstory, I suppose. Where we're going now is we're going to Lady Adachi's estate. Lord Adachi was killed in the attack on the beach. It was actually kind of a very dishonorable death. He was challenging their best warrior to a fight. The Khan comes out, throws some alcohol on him, some wine, and then throws a torch on him and lights him on fire. So not necessarily the most honorable fighter, but you know, that basically sets the mood for what kind of people they are versus what kind of people our wonderful samurais are supposed to be. So we go to Lady Adachi because she was another person that helped when we were young. She helped raise us. She didn't really help raise us. She was just more of a, if you need assistance, we'll be there kind of person. So, as you can see, arrows are flying at me. The archers have amazing aim. I got really lucky with that one. So you don't really want to go close to those random patrols. An archer can ruin your day really fast. So we get to Lady Adachi's estate in hopes to find assistance, and unfortunately, there's nobody here.
Where's Lady Masako? Tell me where she is.
So you gotta kill these 3 people. They look like bandits. They're just not good people.
Not Mongols. And not bandits. I need to find out what happened here.
So it seems as though the Adachi estate has been placed under attack. Not good.
Did anyone survive?
Not good at all.
A naginata used by the women.
So now we've got to go hunt down and try to find Lady Adachi. She's clearly not at her house.
Pass the children through.
So we determine, hey, we need to go to the stables so we can see if they ran through the stables.
If anyone survived.
You want to call your horse as you're approaching this spot here,
Empty stables.
so your horse catches up to you.
Horse tracks. Someone fled the estate. They left a trail.
So as soon as you see the horse tracks, you talk to him, you get on your horse.
Let's go, Nobu.
And now you got to ride over here to this path. And this path, you're supposed to follow the horses, trails, and yada yada, see where it goes. You know where you're going. You're doing your thing.
Rider was skilled. Knew how to confuse their aim.
Right as you hit about 1 gallop into the bridge, you jump off, you'll land right in front of the horse. You search the horse. As you're searching the horse, an archer shows up out of nowhere. It's Lady Adachi. She tells you basically that her whole clan has been annihilated. Traders came to her family at night
To estate.
and
Waiting to finish what they started.
killed everybody. She's the only one that survived.
And sons rode to face the
The
monk.
women, the children, everybody.
Assassin.
Lady Masako is the only one that lived.
My sister
So there's a rolling theme in my stream, and I hope I get to bring it on to your guys' stream for this InstaSpeed run. So I'm going to, because why not? The first thing we do here with Lady Adachi, we ride off to the cemetery where she buried everybody. So I want everybody, please get your F's in chat. We got to pay our respects to the Adachi family. Look at all these poor individuals. Poor souls. F's in chat. Honor the dead.
I tried to save
Okay, we're done honoring them. We're done with that. We paid our respect. We're gone. We don't have a lot of respect to pay. That was just all they got.
Come. We ride for the golden
So now she tells us we got to go to the Golden Temple. She doesn't really tell us why we're going to the Golden Temple. She just says we're going to the Golden Temple. She's talking about how the killers, took everything from her. She's got shame. She's got to kill them, all that stuff. So that is her storyline. So after the initial recruiting, each main NPC has about 6 to 7, sometimes 8 or 9 stories that you can actually do for them. And they're really amazing. They really are. They are some of the best stories that you can have. Lady Adachi's story is probably one of the most fleshed out, I would say, out of everybody. It's got a lot of... Actually, they've all got a whole lot of development in them. It's just such an amazing story. This game has great storytelling in the main story, in the side stories, everything. So Lady Adachi says, hey, come over here, talk to the monk. Just let him know that I'm alive. And then go talk to the armorer, get get a suit of armor that I was having made for my sons, who unfortunately are all dead as well.
Allow me to strengthen your armor.
Lady Masako.
So we talk to the armorer. We say, hey, we're here to pick up armor for Lady Masako. So she gives us this wonderful set of armor. And we don't want to wear it because, well, it doesn't have Terrify effect on it, right? So why would we wear such a thing? So we're going to come up here now. Lady Adachi's been hanging out over here.
You got the armor.
We're like, hey, we got your armor that you wanted. We don't plan to wear it, but we got it. So hooray for that.
We need to move.
You think
So basically now you've found out that Lady Masako actually sent you in to talk to Sogen specifically because she thinks that he is part of the
Sogen.
act against her. So by talking to him, you scared him. You let him know that you're on to him.
Plot to discover
And so now we're going to follow him. And this is one of the better follow somebody stories that you can have in a game. I hope you enjoy this follow mission. Are you ready? Here we go. We are going to follow Sogen. Are you ready?
we can get down here.
Here we go. We're following him.
and the monk.
I knew he would panic. Make him
He's right up there.
now he's leading us.
We're down here.
Stay close.
This is how you follow somebody, right? You walk way in front of them. This is following. This is how you do it. When you actually follow him and you're too close to him, he'll turn around, he'll look at you, he'll be like, hey, it's not good. It's not good. So you actually lead him on and he runs to his next spot. And again, you're tailing him. You're following him. You need to know where he's going. So he gets about to the crossroads there. He does a double back. Casual play, you're like behind him, so you got to sneak and hide behind a rock and hide in the tall grass and all that stuff, but doesn't affect us when we're, 20 meters ahead of him. So now this part is a little bit tricky, so you know where he's going. But you have to wait until he triggers those deers. You can leave a little bit ahead of time as long as you don't deactivate him. If you get too far away from him, he'll stop walking. So you need to make sure that he actually triggers those deers, and as soon as they take off, I take off. If he doesn't trigger those deers, it doesn't trigger the next segment of the portion or the chapter. So he triggers the deer, and you just make a beeline to this inn.
Closer.
This way.
So you're supposed to get to this inn after Sogen. So Sogen is having a conversation with these guys. You can hear the men talking. You can see Sogen is supposed to be talking, but you don't hear him. So once again, we followed him very, very well.
Those men slaughtered my
Okay.
family.
So you find out that Sogen was, in fact, a spy. He made sure that everyone was there before the raiders got there. So he's basically been like, hey, they know I'm involved, so kill everybody, please. And, well, that's not going to happen because we are the most BA samurai that there is. And we have explodey arrows. So again, terror is the way of these fights. It really is. You blow people up, you shoot them with fire. One of the things we're going to pick up here in a moment is going to be black powder bombs. Those are amazingly overpowered.
Names. And a symbol. Masako might know them.
So while we're waiting for Lady Masako to get to a certain spot, we're going to run over here real quick. We're going to pick up these black powder bombs. So when you pick those up, it can be 1 or 2 bombs. We got 1. That is not enough. It's really not. So we talked to Lady Masako. We did our thing. Everything's hunky-dory. One of the things you don't see during that cutscene, well, she goes a little bit crazy. Sogen basically says the world is changing. And you've got to change with it or else you're going to fail. So she's like, but they were children, and she slaughters him. She goes a little ballistic, and she does that a lot. And so the community actually has a name for her. Instead of Lady Masako, it's actually Lady Massacre.
Secret on this island. I wonder where it's going.
So this is another really long ride. If you have any plugs or anything you want to shout out, please feel free. This is going to take a few minutes to get where we're going. All right, I take that silence as we're good, so I'm just going to go... Oh, there. And let's just go ahead and keep going here. So, now that we have gotten Lady Adachi, and there's really no particular order you have to do these in. It's just the end of a chapter lines up specifically with the start of the next chapter if you do them in a specific order. And we think we've got the order optimized. So after you do the Lady Adachi, now we got to go... And we're actually going to find Taka. Taka, if you remember, is Yuna's brother. He got captured by the Mongols, so we are on our way to find him. We heard from the Straw Hat Ronin that he was being held most likely in Azamo Bay. In order to get into Azamo Bay, we've got to recruit a little less than reputable individual. He means well, but he kind of goofs up a lot. And his name is Kenji. Kenji is one of my favorite characters. The voice actor did a really good job with his emotions. Just the way his dialect is, he is the misapplied idiot, I guess you could say. He has good intentions, but he does it wrong, and so everything he does kind of screws up. And when you do his missions, if you do casual play, you get to see a lot of just, you mean you did that? Well, it wasn't intended to be that way. It's quite amusing. So we are on our way now to Azamo Bay, and there's one spot specifically we've got to get to as we're on our way there, because once again, there is a fast travel option available, and so instead of riding all the way back to the next mission, we're going to fast travel, and it will save a significant amount of time. Our movements, again, we feel are pretty optimized. There used to be a glitch where when you started a new game, after you had loaded a game that had a banner merchant tagged, you could actually travel to that banner merchant even if you hadn't unlocked him yet. They patched that out in a later version, so unfortunately we can't do that anymore. So it does make for a longer ride. Unfortunately, it costs a couple extra minutes. So we're going to come down here. We're going to tag that bamboo strike. That's going to be our fast travel location later. So we're going to ride past over this way. If you see in chat, someone was talking about Legends. That's a legend storyteller right there. So good timing with that Legends, but unfortunately, that's not anything that we can do right now. We're going to ride next to this logging camp here. As we're riding this way, we are going to make sure that if we can see it, we want to pick up a poison dart. We have a couple spots later that we're going to be able to pick up poison darts if we don't get them. But while we're riding through, if we see a poison dart, we want a poison dart, because that's going to make certain fights later on significantly faster. You're not supposed to get the poison until Chapter 2 in the new game category. However, once you get the poison, if you use it, the first time you use it has a cutscene. However, if you haven't gotten to Chapter 2 yet, there's no cutscene. So this is the actual only auto-scroller of
The Mongols won't search it?
Chapter 1. And really, it's the only auto-scroller of New Game Plus that there is. So basically what you're doing here is you have
You've been doing business with the
convinced Kenji
and they let me keep my head.
To sneak you into Azamo Bay in his sake cart. So basically we walk as close as we can and then we jump in the sake cart and away we
How
go.
bad is the occupation in Azuma Bay?
A few people fought back. The ones left alive are prisoners or slaves.
But you never saw Taka?
No. No.
Maybe it's your brother.
How long have you two known each other?
Since I was too young to know better. I was just starting to brew sake.
So you got to get to right about here.
My first batch.
They don't get here any faster. There's literally nothing you can do to make them get here
For a while,
faster.
I tried to get Taka's help selling it.
Mongols.
All right, so this is the auto scroller part. I'm actually going to take this opportunity to run upstairs. Oh. And grab me another water. Give me just a moment. I'll be right back.
They might search the car.
You said they don't do that.
Houndades. I've never seen them this far out here. Dars! Dars for Azamo Bay!
Dars, hurry up!
Just a little farther.
What was all that screaming?
Doesn't matter. Keep it down.
Is that what Taka's going through?
Your brother's a skilled blacksmith. They won't treat him like that.
You don't know that.
We're getting close. Quiet.
We're back. So, as I said, auto scroller. It's fantastic. All right. We good. And just in time, too. Once we get inside here, it's still only a few feet until they get back to playing. So coming up in just a moment is going to be a commander that can kind of troll us a little bit if he wants to. I haven't had it since I got the new hardware, but on my old PlayStation, this commander, for some reason, he would go through a second cycle of inspections of these slaves, and that costs so much time.
Look, by the gate.
He's in charge. A slaver.
Bastard.
But I've never had a problem with it this time, so.
He might lead us to Taka.
Follow him.
See, look at that. He kicks right over. So what I'm going to do here, because I didn't really get as lucky as I needed to with my bombs and whatnot. I only got one. So I got to make sure I'm super careful with it. I routed in extra black powder bombs in this area. However, if I do a reset checkpoint, I lose them. So it's kind of not good. So I'm just going to have to make sure I do super well with my black powder bombs, I guess. So even though we're not auto-scrollering, this is still a auto-scroller part because there's nothing that you can do. You have to wait until he moves. So I used to sit here and run in and out of these buildings and just find, you know, black powder bombs and stuff like that until the first time I did it in a run and did my reset checkpoint and realized that you lose it all because reset checkpoint. And the time that I lose with that, well, the time that I would lose if I don't do reset checkpoint is greater than the time that I lose without the bombs. So, because I can pick up bombs pretty quickly after the next mission. So, we are good. So still following the slaver, doing the things. He is, he's kind of a jerk. So, for this part, we are once again going to see the appearance of the ancient Japanese art of Tumbleweed Samurai. So you get up here, you activate them talking, and you basically just hang out right here for a moment
His work is shoddy. I think he's sabotaging you. I knew it. Taka
until they're done chatting. Because, you know, they're little chatty Cathys.
cannot do much better work.
I cannot feed two. I get rid of him. But be ready to prove yourself.
That bastard.
And after he moves a little bit, now let's go ahead and start the rolling. So Tumbleweed Samurai, once again, the most ancient and amazing Japanese art that you'll ever find. Once again, if you're rolling, they don't see you.
Market's full of Mongols.
You get over here, he says the market's full of Mongols. You do a reset checkpoint. As long as you're near the stairs, preferably on the stairs, it'll actually reset you to right here. It brings the slaver all the way through the market, saves about 10 seconds or so. So just sneak up around him. Do. Look at me, look at you.
Please. I need to rest.
So there's Taka, but he's about to get killed. No, what are we gonna do? Well, Yuna jumps in, she saves him.
There's a gate nearby.
She kills the slaver. And so yeah, now it's time to escape.
They found the slaver.
They'll kill us. We need to hide.
No, keep moving.
We can climb those crates.
All right, so we are out of Osmo Bay. We saved Kenji, or not Kenji, we saved Taka. Now we gotta meet Kenji. This is a very long run. So as we do the long run, we start to run out of stamina. But once again, Tumbleweed Samurai being the most amazing thing that it possibly could be, just do a quick little roll, stamina's fully replenished. Don't think the devs intended that, but hey, if it's in the game, we're gonna exploit it. So every once in a while you see me just do a random roll. It's not for finesse. It's really not. It's just because I'm gonna run out of stamina if I don't do it. So the reason why we need to save Taka, we need something that's going to help us to get over the walls in the castle.
Get in the tall grass.
There's nothing that we can do, apparently. We can't get a ladder or anything like that.
You made it!
So we need to get Taka saved so he can forge us something.
With Mongols. We should go.
We have to
Yeah,
get some distance
that's
between
the
ourselves
point. And
the
of
gate.
course, because it's Yuna's brother and we want that ally. So now that we've saved him, after this little cutscene portion, basically we talk about going to Komatsu Forge, and that's where we're going to meet them next. But that's not the next mission. The next mission, we got to go recruit somebody else.
There's a place
So,
ahead where you can see
yeah,
most of his house.
we're going to do another little samurai trick of the bunny hop.
And some sleep. I can help with one
If
of
you ride your horses with them, they keep you at a trotting pace. So it's very slow. If you get off your horse and jump, you move faster. You still have to wait for them to complete their sentences. However, there's no large gaps between when they complete one of the things and start the next thing because
I'm not built for riding
you're
at night.
you're moving them along faster. If you're jumping, the horses will actually keep up with you.
They have a forge.
One of the best on that.
All right. So, we've rescued Taka. Good for us. Jump on our horse once again. Fast travel. We turn around immediately. We head this way. We're heading towards this black smoke. And I got to be very alert because we will come across poison darts and hallucinogen darts. And I want them, especially the poison darts. I need at least 2 of them if my aim is proper. There's one right there. Again, with these pickups, you can either get 1 or 2 at the pickup time. So we're getting 1. It's not a big deal because now I've got 4. That's definitely enough. There's a couple more that I can pick up on the next section. There's one right here. All right, that's full. Okay, so now what we're doing is we're trying to recruit these Straw Hat Ronins. When you remember, we rescued that Straw Hat from the first camp. He said the Ronins were at the Kishi Grasslands. Well, this is the Kishi Grasslands. So we're going to look for the Straw Hat Ronin. We find a destroyed, ambushed Mongol cart. And so we start following the trail of dead bodies and blood to lead us to over here. Once again, you're supposed to follow everything, but you don't because you know where you're going. So this fight is really cool. This is a really fun fight.
Hold your ground.
I always
It starts off with a standoff. You kill 3 of them.
This is for Komoda Beach. Kill them all.
These fights have gotten extremely optimized. So you kill 3 of them. You run over here to the archer because he's usually the easiest. As soon as you kill him, it scares the other guy away, and then you throw a black powder bomb at the beehive. The bees kill everybody.
Your foam has improved.
There you go. Just like that. The burn in the bees kills everything. That's why we needed a black powder bomb. If we were unable to successfully pick up a black powder bomb at the Lady Masako mission at the inn, I mean, we know there is one there, but if we didn't have one there, we would definitely need to go shopping or something to get one because that's how you end that battle real quick. So this is Ryuzo. Ryuzo is a childhood friend. You grew up together. You were friends.
Tell me you were at Komoda.
He is a Ronin. He is just a sword for hire at this point. He wanted to be a samurai. He tried to be a samurai. There was a tournament, and Jin defeated him. But not only did he defeat him, he attacked him so harshly that he feels that
Samurai!
Jin was just unfairly
Was this your wagon?
rough.
Yes, my
And then because he lost, he didn't have the opportunity to become a samurai because he
I
wasn't.
said before.
He didn't have a good show.
He'll grant you anything in his
So it's a
power.
little bit of resentment. But he is now the leader of the Straw Hat Ronins because their leader died at the beach.
We will drive them out.
So he's the one that's got to keep everything together. Keep everything happy, moving forward. Yay, yay, hooray.
Fighting for.
I've always been a dreamer.
It can't have been easy keeping the Straw Hats together after Komoda Beach. How did you do it?
I convinced them nobody can save us but ourselves.
So once again, you're riding with Ryuzo. He gets to this big tree layer on the left, and he starts to trot mode. So we are in bunny hop mode.
Why?
That peasant said the Mongols stole his rice and went to Fort Ohira.
So he has taken us basically back to our camp, or his camp.
You have an idea?
Ryuzo's the only one we actually have to do 2 missions, technically 3, in order to recruit him. There's this mission, then there's the mission to get food, and then there's another mission that is just, it's ridiculous. He takes a lot of work to recruit, and you'll see how that turns out later.
Give them hope.
That's my job.
I meant no disrespect.
It's fine. Through here, Jin. If you ride with the Straw Hats, you have to look. I've got a spare set of armor that should fit.
Better not have lice.
Never letting me forget that, are you? Spare armor's in the chest.
Okay, so now we look ridiculous. We look like a Straw Hat Ronin. I actually, my Straw Hat Ronin outfit has a monkey mask on it because there's a mission later on where he's like, what are you, half monkey? So I put on a monkey mask for my Straw Hat Ronin outfit.
Men, we're moving out.
So now that we have decided we're going to help the Straw Hat Ronin, he's like, there's some food over here. They took this, all of our food to the lighthouse. So let's go to this lighthouse. Well, That's where we're going. That's what we're doing. We're going to go to the lighthouse. We're going to try to find food for Ryuzo and his men so we can recruit him to help save Lord Shimura. That is our mission. That is our goal. That is the entirety of Act 1, is finding people to help you. We've already got Lady Masako, and we've got Sensei Ishikawa. So now we need this mercenary Ronin guy. Not only him, but, you know, obviously his men as well. So there's a route that you're supposed to take to get here, following the roads, this, that, and all the goodness. But nope, we're going to hug the rock wall here. It'll take us exactly where we need to go. Again, this took a while to route to make sure I went the right way every time, but now I did.
Should be in the cemetery.
This takes me to the bottom of the cemetery. Lines me up perfect for a jump to land on Ryuzo's head. Right past him. That guy, look at that. And we're here.
Good. We're here.
Look at my monkey face.
Steal some food for us?
Look at the monkey face. Who don't like a monkey face? Alright, so now that we are officially doing a mission, I'm going to change my gear a little bit. Get back to the ghost armor. Because it's the bestest. It's the most scary.
A lot of men inside, and a signal at the top of the tower.
If they call reinforcements from the bay...
So our mission, our goal, our objective right now,
Find a place
we need to figure out how to
their signal. Attack.
get inside the lighthouse without being seen,
That's not fun.
and then destroy the signal.
My signal.
You're supposed to be all super stealthy, sneaky, but unfortunately when they place the enemies in this area, they placed them to where they weren't looking at anything. So you literally just run right up. Jump over and you're good. Kill this guy real quick. Move on with the world. Okay. Disable the
Need to signal the others.
the signal. I like this one. You disable the signal cannons, but then you light the lighthouse, because obviously if it's not explodey, they're not going to know to come to you, I guess. Somehow. Logic. So what we're going to do here, we are going to do our best explosive arrow work and try to kill as many of them as we can with boom arrows. Because again, people on fire are scary.
Kill them all!
So this fight can be kind of random too. Sometimes you'll get a guy that'll just be off in the middle of nowhere.
Die, you ugly bastard!
So that's it. That's that fight.
Look around for the food.
All right, we got two black powder bombs. That's good.
Let's get your men.
So after all that work, clearing out the lighthouse, doing the important stuff, we find out that there is no food here. We find some orders that says take all the food off shore.
Mongols have small boats on the beach.
So there's big old boats off to the left.
We'd have to cut through them.
We've got to go down to the bay, get a boat, and ride that way. So we're going to do another sneaky thing.
I wonder
Another
how far away
great
from
aspect of this game. We're going to introduce you to the superpower of smoke bombs. Smoke bombs are a little bit broken in this game. In Act 1, you only use them, I think, in 1 or 2 spots, but in Act 2 and 3, oh yeah, they are broken. Super broken. Act 2 specifically, they are very helpful.
Watching you fight back there reminded me of Lord Nagao's tournaments. You did whatever it took to win.
It was a competition. You fought just as hard.
Did I?
What are you getting at?
Nothing. Just
Your men should be in position.
So in order to get to the boat, we're supposed to be sneaky. Again, speedrunners, we don't have time for that. I could do a Tumbleweed Samurai, but instead of doing Tumbleweed Samurai, we're just gonna run all the way through, drop a smoke bomb, and look, that instantly takes us out of combat. We're done. Just like that. No need to be sneaky if we can just cheat our way through, right? So you get on this boat that you believe is going to be what's holding the food. Once again, I got kind of cheated on black powder bombs. Every one I've picked up so far has been a 1 bomb.
You should have told me earlier.
Life took us in different directions. It was a long time.
No food here. Any sign of...
So after you discover there's no food on these 3 spots, you can run around and pick up all the various ammo and stuff like that.
Around. Surprise them.
Greetings! Nice ship.
We have to move fast.
Blow them up. They don't need to live. Okay, please move. Thank you. Cross the bridge.
More Mongols. Take them.
Throw a big old boom out there. Look at that. Big boom. Big boom makes everybody scaredy cats. Kill the commander. Done. Look at that. Just like that. So that's cleared up. Now we got to go explore this side of the boat. Ryuzo's going to explore the other boat. So we're going to come up here. Not even looking for food. I'm doing a terrible job of searching for food. So I find some orders. The orders are like, hey, this is supply camps. This is where everyone's going. Thank you. Oh no! We just got knocked off. Well, that was unfortunate. So when somebody dies there on the bridge, it has a tendency to knock you off. So you have to climb up this ladder and waste time. Not too much time. We're good. We good. Don't worry about it. It's all part of the plan. Don't worry. This won't set us back nearly as much as the last run. All right. So you come over here. You set up for the blowgun. I said you set up for the blowgun. There we go. As soon as you hit him with the poison dart, that's it. Battle's over. Good game.
I would have had.
So after that grueling fight on the ships, all that work you've done in the harbor or in the fort, in the lighthouse, ain't no food here either.
They're still hunting us.
That's a good hiding spot ahead.
All right, so even though we didn't find food for his men, we did find supply lines, and so that's hopefully good enough. So now we're hoping we have Ryuzo on our side. Now we've got to go and basically claim Komatsu Forge. Taka's going to be there, and so is Yuna. So we have to go do that stuff. That's our current objective. Reclaim Komatsu Forge. And why Komatsu Forge? Because it's the best forge on the island. So why not? You can't just have flame and iron anywhere. You've got to have it at a specific spot. So you have the best billows, the best everything. So Komatsu Forge, perfect.
Komatsu, Yuna and Taka should be there.
So we're gonna kind of sneak in through the backside here. Call our horse. Come here, horse. We're gonna ride our horse for all of about, I don't know, 100 feet. And then jump off of him. Shoot that guy with a Bernie arrow. Because Bernie arrows are great. They cause scary. Bernie arrows cause scary people. Bernie arrows equal scary Mongols. That's what it should be. Scaredy Mongols. So he's burning. He's gonna die. He's good. He's dead. Yuna, come on down. We did everything. We did the goods.
Is that you?
Jin!
Hey, Yuna. Good to see you. Now, these two guys somehow magically reappear. It's because when they don't die, when all they do is go away for
You killed all these men by yourself? Good work.
fear,
I've had some practice.
Can you get more
then
arrows?
Used once.
they don't stay gone. They come back after the cutscene.
Was out here leading villagers to safety. One of them got trapped over here by the
So you
Mongols.
see me shooting random arrows because
Is it
in order to pick up arrows off of like an arrow rack or a quiver,
You'll be safer with the
you have to
The forge working?
have room for regular arrows in your inventory,
give us away.
and then you can pick up fire arrows and stuff like that.
We can use it to lure them in. Force a fight at a location we control.
They won't be
Lord, is that
expecting
guy?
you here.
Yuna!
Taka.
All right, so we've brought that person there. We brought Yuna there. Taka's like, I can't do it without my assistant. So now we got to go find his assistant. We know the assistant's over here because, you know, we just know things. Of course, there's Mongols here. So we run up to that guy and stab him in the throat. Run up to that guy, stab him in the throat. All right, we did our job. Let's go up here and save... Let's save his assistant.
Yukio?
Yukio!
Taka needs help.
Okay, so now with Yukio,
This way.
Stay close.
you got to make sure he starts going down the ladder. Or she does. One of them does. As long as somebody starts going down the ladder. Then you just run over here, jump out this window,
Hide.
and you're in the right spot. So we're going to do a sneaky roll up there, and we're going to... Hiya, he's dead. Look at that.
Just keep moving. Hurry. Stay here.
Once again, explodey faces. Death to the Mongols by boom. There we go. They're dead. Let's go rescue the prisoner. Yay! We did it. We saved the prisoners. If you can get them all to die on the explosive arrow or the burning arrow, then you don't have to run over there and do a manual slicey. But didn't happen this time. What do you do? What do you do? All right, we're going to pick up a few arrows. Hopefully that gave us some fire arrows. Hopefully.
Like an animal or a
2 explosive arrows. That's still good.
Keep quiet.
Boom arrows are good. Burn arrows and boom arrows.
Forge. Stay close.
So we've rescued Yukio. We've rescued his wife. Now let's take them back to the forge, and we should be able to start doing the things, right? You would think now we're ready. Oh, don't forget to roll. You gotta roll. So we're gonna come up here. We're gonna be like, Taka, here's your assistant. Let's go ahead. Let's do this. And the goal is to basically make this place our defensive position and kill the Mongols here.
Yukio! He saved us, Taka! Thank you, my lord.
The Mongols are here. Where's Yuna?
Well, now that we've rescued them, well, Yuna ran off again. So now we gotta go rescue Yuna again. For some reason, everybody wants to run off. Nobody can just stay where they belong. They just stay there for a little bit, almost ready. No, just gotta go run off, do their own thing. And we come right back to where we just were. And there she is, standing by a bridge. You'd think we'd have seen her when we came by the first time, but no. Nope. Alright, once again, we're gonna practice the art of Tumbleweed Samurai to roll all the way up to this guy. Well, that was not the assassination move. That's okay, though.
People.
They've gone. Please, let us go.
So now we have to manually kill everybody. That's okay. They will still all fall. There we go. Everyone's dead. It's not really any slower or faster if you go ninja on them. As long as those 3 die, it's good.
Everyone stay close to me.
Alright, so once again, got to make our way back. This time we're going to go along the water side because there's a patrol of Mongols coming towards that area. So if we attack them, we get in trouble. We don't want that. We don't want that. So let's go this way. So now this fight is not super easy. This fight is a bit of RNG. It's a little bit of a pain. Everyone spawns from the same areas, but if you miss one, they can get super, super lost.
Thank the gods.
Light the forge, Tuck.
All right, so now what we're doing is we're lighting the forge. We're basically like, hey, Mongols, we're here. Bring it on. And that is what they do. They successfully bring it on. After that, they don't do such a good job, but they do bring it on at least. Because once again, I know how to make things go boom. And so my boom is better than their charge, I guess. There we go. Burn that guy. Those guys have to be on the bottom level before they become terrified. There's some puppies here. Poor puppies. Rip puppy dogs. So this is where it gets random because sometimes they go in the forge, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they go behind the forge. So one mechanic I haven't talked about in this game yet is the stances. This game has a lot of different stances. There's 4 different stances based on what type of enemy you're fighting. We don't do a whole lot of enemy fighting. We do more explodey fighting. Oh hey, it didn't say we had to Mongols surrounding the forge. Dang, archers. So Yuna's supposed to say there's archers surrounding the forge there, and she didn't. I must have triggered something I wasn't supposed to. There we go. Shoot that guy. He goes boom. They go boom. This guy goes ah. And he runs away because he's scared. He's frightened. I mean, you can't blame him, right? All right, now it's time for Big Bad Commander Guy. Big Bad Commander Guy is on his way. What are we gonna do? Oh, we're gonna shoot him with a poison dart, and that's Big Bad Commander Guy. Everyone else gets scared of Big Bad Commander Guy bleeding out his mouth, and they say, "Yeah, we don't really want anything to do with that." So they run off, and that's game for them. So, we have rescued Taka. We've gotten his great forged iron hook. That's what we're doing now. He's going to forge the great iron hook. Well, that iron hook is supposed to be what saves the day and makes the world a better place. And again, we need this iron hook for scaling the walls of Castle Canada, the castle that our uncle is in. I want you to watch this next mission and how many times I use the iron hook in this next mission versus how many times I use it in the mission that we actually get the iron hook for. It's a bit of a difference and a bit of a ridiculousness, but it is, you know, it is what it is.
They're dealing with their own struggles, but when it's time, they've agreed to help.
So we have...
You sure that's enough?
That's why I hired the Straw Hat Ronin. Turns out
We have done all the things we need to. We are ready.
Sounds like you have all the help you need.
Will you join us?
I don't know.
Can someone help with this?
I'll get it.
Okay. So basically, when there's time when I can't really do anything, I like to set up my bombs and I set up my arrows for what they're supposed to be. Explodey bombs, explodey arrows, burning arrows, those are what they're supposed to be. But I set it up to the item that I know I'm going to use next, which is just going to actually be a regular arrow. Because I'm going to shoot a hanging lamp next. That's my next objective, is a hanging lamp. So I've done a few things to make this marathon safe, I guess you could say, because when I get to the end, it becomes a bit of a pain.
How were your men captured?
But we're not there yet. Let's go ahead and keep this going. So once again,
One showing Mongol
you are
surprise.
faster jumping than on a horse.
Yes.
And if you actually get far enough away from Ryuzo,
Too many guards.
you can start running like a normal person.
Bastards were all over us. I barely got away myself.
And you're sure the men are alive?
I heard them singing last night.
If not, you got to keep jumping. We did not get far enough away.
So am I.
Are you good singers? Might be more pleasant than mercenary work.
I didn't choose this life. It was my
So
own
if you do a really good job of jumping and running, you can actually cross
We never talked about it.
the upcoming bridge
I am-
before you have to get on your horse. It's really hard to
You
do,
came at me like I was
but
a
it is
mortal enemy.
quite
You almost broke my arm.
quite a feat.
Sorry.
That was my first tournament. I got swept up in the excitement.
Of course you did. Every samurai on the island.
But again, you've got to kind of slow down here anyways, because if you go around this corner and Ryuzo's not in the proper position, he will get stuck on the corner. It's kind of sad. The pathing becomes a little bit ridiculous, but
You should have come to me. I would have hired you.
Because no one else would?
so let's go ahead and call our horse.
I needed to prove myself.
So you turn the camera around and the horse basically spawns. If you can picture your camera as a drone, the horse will spawn where the drone is at. So if you're looking at yourself, the horse is going to spawn directly in front of you. So that's why you notice I turned the camera around, so that way I could spawn the horse right in front of me. And this is a special horse. This is the New Game Plus horse. He's got the black coat and the red mane and the red tail. It's quite fantastic. He's adorable.
Where's Hiro and Shinzo?
They left. And they're not coming back.
Cowards!
So what we're doing right now, Ryuzo's came to us and he's like, "Hey, my men have been caught. You want help saving your uncle? We gotta get my men back. They've been captured." So now we've caught up to the remaining the remaining Straw Hats. There's 4 of them. Not really a strong army right now. So now we got to go rescue all of Ryuzo's men again. Basically, the ride up here is the same as it has been. I'm going to try to run in front of the horse so he leads me on. I see it looks like there may be some more donations, so if you want to go ahead and read those.
That's where the bastards are holding my men.
Unless you're AFK. There you are.
Hello, I'm here, sorry, yeah. The £5 donation was from me. Because my PC decided to make notification noises about 10 minutes ago. So I thought I'd punish myself. But it goes towards charity, so it's fine. But, you know, £5, there we go. So yeah, thank you to me, I guess. But I also put it towards the choose a colour for the Bomberman Act Zero run. And I've chosen green because that is my favourite colour. And I've also put it towards the karaoke showcase for the Yakuza Kiwami run by Big No-No, which happens next. So just a quick shout out actually to that, because there are 2 incentives for that. We've obviously raised £5 for the karaoke showcase, but there's also the all-story Majima cutscene, which has not yet raised anything. So both of them need £100 to actually see them. So if you would like to see them, make sure to donate to the cause. And all the proceeds do go to EveryoneCan as well. The links are in the panels. And Damien, or if there's a moderator in the chat, if you guys can just post the link there as well. I'll probably post it if no one does. So yeah, if you guys want to see those, then please be sure to donate, because it is absolutely a fantastic cause. And you get to see some extra cool things which happen as well, so there's always a benefit. But yeah, back to the speedrun.
So that's number 6. That's our 6th time using the iron hook. There's number 7. There's number 8. Now remember, we got this iron hook specifically for a mission. And so far, in this mission alone, we've used it 8 times. Oh, there's number 9. There's 10. There's 11. 11 times we have used this iron hook in this mission alone. 12. Look at that. One more, just for good measure. So we're going to get to the top of this up here. We are going to go ahead and shoot that hanging lamp. I said shoot the hanging lamp. Or you can miss. There you go.
Caged all over.
Goodness gracious, what was that? We're going to roll our way over here because we took so long to shoot that lamp. So that's actually not too slow to do that. Fights like that really aren't that bad because it does cause terror. And terror is good. Shoot that because there is a guy up there. And that scares the people that are down there. Open that up. Rescue a few of these guys. Look at that. We got some people saved. Yay! So now, the game just tried to get me to assassinate that guy from above. You don't want to do that. Because when you assassinate from above, it causes a cutscene. Cutscenes are bad.
Glad you're all right.
I mean, they're not bad. They're bad for the run.
Ready to fight.
Hey, look at that. Black powder bomb. That's what we need. Pick that up, please. Thank you. Okay. Throw that over there. Hit the boss. The commander. Because we can kill the commander. Look at that. Everybody ran off. Blow them up too. Why not? There we go. All the Mongols defeated. Once again, this is going to be another really fun part. This battle looks extremely overwhelming. I want you to see how big this battle is.
Open the gate.
Or how big this battle is supposed to be. Cutscenes are bad. Okay, look at all these Mongols. Look at all them Mongols.
This is it! Fight for
So Ryuzo comes running in with his men. All the Mongols start chasing him, and well, we're just gonna throw some bombs at him because bombs are good. Bombs are good. Mongols bad. We win. Look at that. Quick, easy, painless. We had to slicey dicey one guy.
We placed bets. How long?
So that was a big, huge fight. Supposed to be scary. It's not very scary. It's a little bit of a pain in new game because you don't have all the perks and everything that we have in this one. But yeah, easy, easy. So we are coming up on the last mission. We're actually on the last mission right now. We are gonna teleport there and initiate it. Before we do that, though, again, marathon safety. I am going to go shopping. In my PB, I don't do any shopping at all. It's not something I do. It's not important. It's not anything that I can do because I'm going for like the fastest possible time. I just hope that the drops, I hope I get lucky on drops. We're not going to go for that because if I get into this and I don't have the appropriate explodey or burn things, it becomes such a pain in the backside. So we're going to make sure we sell everything that we have. We have a little bit of bamboo. That's it. Okay. So we're going to buy some explosive arrows and some flaming arrows.
I'm sorry. I need
There we go. All right, so we are ready. We got all our gear that we need. Well, all that we can carry anyways. Right. To be marathon safe, we must go shopping. That should be on a t-shirt. If you want to be safe, go shopping. All right. So, we rescued everybody. We recruited everybody. Now it's time to go save Uncle, right? That's what we do. So we start gathering everybody together and we stand outside of Castle Canada. Once again, all this stuff gets kind of explained to you in the prologue, stuff that we totally skip over. So now we got to wait for Yuna to show up at her spot. She's going to do her thing. She does her kind of walk. There's a couple spots in here where Yuna does walk. You gotta wait till she shows up.
You know that.
Lord Sakai, what are you talking about?
There's another one. Her name is
Have a drink. You'll feel
see, Yukio, might be Yukio,
I'll forget.
but she's also another slow walker that you cannot push, you can't rush, you can't make anything else happen. So we're on the final mission. We are storming Castle Canada with all of our friends. Look at our friends. There's like 9 of us. We're good, right? Okay, so like I said, we specifically had him make an iron hook so we can get into Castle Canada.
Climb up here.
The mission before this, we used it, what was it, 11 times? 12 times? That's once for this mission. I always cut that jump short because I have gotten to the point where I've cut it in the wrong spot and you glitch off the rocks. So there you go. That was our 2 uses to get in here. We are going to go extra super cool. We're going to put on Mongolian armor because now they're going to think we're them. Look at me. I'm a Mongolian. I'm not a samurai. I'm a Mongolian. With this armor, we can just run right through it. I have a little bit of trouble rolling at some spots there because you got to roll onto a stairway. I'm not very good at doing that. So I always just kind of change my outfit there. All right. So we've gotten everybody inside. We're good. Let's move on. Let's go ahead and storm the fort. You cross this bridge. Once you cross the bridge, you've initiated this area. So you can start scaring people by blowing things up. I don't know about you though. If I was facing somebody that's sitting there using arrows that explode, I would be a little bit scared too. So I'm not going to fault these guys for being afraid of a guy that runs in with boom arrows. So that was that fight. You're supposed to sneak in or go in loud, whatever you want. Louder is faster. Louder is better. Let's go in loud. So we set Lady Adachi on a, it's called a huacha. It's basically a Saturn missile battery pack for arrows. All right. Defeat all the Mongols at the bridge. Done. 1 boom arrow. A little bit of slicey. We're starting to notice that Ryuzo's not here. Where's my Straw Hat friends that I spent 3 missions to recruit? You spend more time recruiting him than anybody else. And he don't even show up. Oh, that's 3 times, by the way. You cross the bridge, you get to a certain spot, and that rope grab will show up. If you don't do that, it took me forever to realize why I was dying there. It's because the rope grab wasn't ready. So that was 5, I believe. So the first mission after we get the iron hook, 11 times, 12 times. This mission, the one that the iron hook was for, 5 times. That's it. We're not using the iron hook anymore for this mission. So what was the iron hook really for? Why couldn't we just get a ladder? I think we'd have been fine with that. Start blowing up Mongols. Mongols do go boom. They also barbecue really well. Look at that. That guy ran inside. You see that? He's got so scared he ran inside. Okay. So that's all the Mongols. Now, like I said, Ryuzo wasn't here, right? He was gone. Well, we're gonna have what's called a duel.
Good luck, Jin.
Time for a duel. And there's Ryuzo. So Ryuzo's men are starving. Ryuzo needs to feed his men. So how does Ryuzo decide he's gonna feed his men? He decides to join the Khan. Bad idea, Ryuzo. Very bad idea. Especially on easy difficulty because, I mean, I can kill you pretty quick. So what I'm doing here is the Dance of Wrath. It's a technique that you unlock during the normal gameplay and is already unlocked when you start New Game Plus. So 3 Dance of Wraths and a couple little slices. He goes down quick. Do not forget to switch back to the ghost armor. Start lighting up the Mongols. Ow. One of them lit me on fire, so I had to do a little bit of a roll, make myself feel better. Remember, when you're on fire, stop, drop, and roll. That's what you do, right? Here we go. Light him on fire, light you on fire. Everybody burns. You get a flaming arrow, and you get a flaming arrow. Everybody gets a flaming arrow. Now they're all dead. Okay, so we have successfully stormed Castle Canada. We are in Castle Canada. Now it's time to save our uncle. So you're supposed to actually activate a standoff there. But if you mash buttons, the standoff doesn't happen. I don't know which buttons and I don't know why, but I just start mashing face buttons and hope that it works. And a lot of times it does. So our goal is to climb all the way up to the top of this, rescue Uncle. We use all our tools at our disposal. Little throwing knives and all sorts of stuff like that to make the enemies uber-duper vulnerable. Kill that guy right through a door. Ooh, that's beautiful kill. And then there's this guy. There was that guy. That guy's dead. We have rescued our uncle. Now we have to get him out of Castle Canada. Time is coming up after the second wave of bad guys. This is wave number 1 here.
I'm with you, my lord.
Alright, it's wave 1. Wave 1 is down.
Sensei.
Alright, wave 2, once again. Huge battle. All your allies, all your friends. Yeah. We're just gonna throw a lot of bombs at them. Alright, time is coming up as soon as the Shadow of Samurai pops up on screen. Time. That's it. That is Act 1. Like I said, you guys just got a taste of the game. This game is so amazing. The storytelling of this game, the character developments, everything like that. This game is just absolutely phenomenal. So if you haven't played it, you definitely need to. But yeah, that's it for me.
Excellent, thank you very much. So final time there, 1:24:39.09, which is very good. We haven't had any new donations since my last one, so thank you, Viking, for taking part in InstaSpeedathon today with 2 runs. Initially, we were supposed to do 1, but of course, last-minute changes. Thank you for coming in at such short notice with the Ghost of Tsushima. That was actually quite a lot of fun to watch. But yeah, thank you for that. Don't forget, everybody, we are, of course, raising funds for EveryoneCan. They're a fantastic charity. They're based in Manchester. They have a gaming centre and everything. And they help disabled kids get into gaming with custom gaming peripherals. Do you have any last things you'd like to say?
Just a big shout out to you guys. I really appreciate it. This is actually my first solo marathon appearance, and to not only be the headliner, but then also a back-to-back run. I appreciate the opportunity. I really enjoyed being here. I had a lot of fun with this, and I hope you guys did as well.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So we're going to go over now to the intermission. We're now running more or less on time, which is actually okay. We're going to go over to intermission very, very quickly. We're only going to be on there for a couple of minutes. And then what we'll do is we'll get Big No-No with his Yakuza Kiwami new game any % easy run. Now that run does have 2 incentives, and one incentive has raised £5 so far. It's the karaoke showcase, and there's also the all-story Majima cutscenes. Now they are scheduled to end. I have scheduled to end those incentives in about 10 minutes time. So if anybody does want to donate and see those, they need to raise £100, but I will just confirm with Big No-No first to see when those are supposed to end, just in case they end a little bit later. But yeah, please do donate to them because we want to see some amazing new things at InstaSpeedathon. And all donations, as always, do go directly to EveryoneCan, who are a fantastic charity. So thank you, Viking, for the run there. Guys, go and follow the Wicked Viking. Honestly, his streams are absolutely fantastic. I've been tuning in to them a couple of times since Viking actually submitted to Speedathon, and they are a lot of fun to watch. So please do go and follow the runners after the event and go and check them out. Go and show them some support. And yeah, we'll go to the intermission and we'll see you all very soon.